Today, Gina Young is going to show you all how easy it is to make a holiday egg boil. This is holiday worthy. The holidays around the corner. Everybody's looking for that perfect side dish to bring to your dinner table. Your family would love this. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to make it. Here's what you're going to need. You're going to need some type of sausage. Now, I have a Eckrich smoked sausage that I love so much. Feel free to use any kind of sausage that you love. If you want like a turkey sausage, you could use that, or a beef sausage, okay? You're gonna need some fresh corn on the cob. Do not use the kind that's frozen. It's always mushy, okay? Make sure it's nice and fresh. You're gonna need some sugar, between a half a cup and 1 cup of white granulated sugar. And a lot of people like to ask me, could you use like a Splenda? Absolutely you could. We're gonna use a couple dashes of your favorite hot sauce. And we're gonna make up some chicken broth. So I have some water here, or if you have chicken broth, just use that. We have some water here. I'm gonna combine it with my chicken bouillon powder, and we have chicken broth, okay? You're gonna need a fresh lemon, and you will also need 3 onions or more. Okay, sweet Vidalia onions. We're going to be using 3 sticks of butter and some spices for our sauce. This sauce is the boss, and it tastes absolutely amazing. So now I have some Creole seasoning here. It's like a Cajun seasoning. We have some paprika. We have onion and garlic powder, parsley flakes, of course, for color, make everything look pretty. We got some black pepper, chicken bouillon once again, and some salt. Make sure your hands are clean. Let's make an egg boil. And don't forget your eggs. I got some eggs over here. I boiled about maybe 12. Hope you all are having a great day today. And if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this recipe. How many of you love an egg boil? Have you ever tried one? Or do you just like to eat the seafood boil? So the seafood boil basically is the same thing that I'm going to be making today, but you would be adding seafood. But I do hear that there's a lot of people that message me and say, Gina, I can't eat it because I don't eat seafood, or I'm allergic to seafood. But this egg boil, you can eat it. There's no seafood. This is absolutely super fun to make. First thing we're going to do, let's turn around and take your favorite smoked sausage, and we're going to cut them down just like so, and then we're going to get a nice char onto you. When you get a nice char onto them, they taste even better, okay? So I'm going to do just like this so I can get a nice amount, right? And once I get them cut, I'm going to put like some little score marks on this side, and then I'll double back and do the other side. Just get them right into the pan, and we'll turn them on a medium-high heat. While our sausages cook up, let's slice up a whole bunch of onions. When I have an egg boil or a seafood boil, in my sauce, I want a ton of onions, because when I'm dipping those ingredients into that sauce, I want to pick up a nice sauteed onion with every bite that I take. So I typically will use about 3 or 4 nice sized onions. And we're really just going to slice them down and into the pan with 3 sticks of butter. The reason why I use 3 sticks of butter is because I want a lot of sauce. An egg boil is definitely going to be a part of our Christmas dinner this year, and my family is excited. So I wanted to share this recipe with you all. 3 sticks of butter, salted or unsalted, whatever kind of butter you love. I'm using a sweet cream salted butter. We want to melt it down. We can go ahead and put our onions in right now. These onions are going to get caramelized, nice and sweet, and they're going to be gorgeous. If it looks like I've been crying, I was. The onions didn't help me out. So by now, you should have your eggs nice and boiled into some cold water so you can get ready to peel them. I have about 12 eggs. I've already boiled them, but I do need to peel them. And my sausages are cooking up. The whole house smells absolutely amazing. I'm getting that beautiful golden brown color onto them. In the meantime, we got the 3 sticks of butter with the onion, and we're going to cook it until our onions are nice and caramelized. But we have this fresh corn on the cob that we need to chop down into pieces, okay? You could do it just like this if you want pieces like this, but I want more, right? So I'm going to chop it down this way. You need to use a little bit of elbow grease, and that way I can have more in my boil. There's an ingredient that I'm going to be adding that I almost forgot to tell you all about, but it's never too late. We're putting potatoes in. You can't have a boil without potatoes, right? I mean, you could, but you get the gist, right? Got some gorgeous potatoes here. I'm gonna cut them into bite-sized pieces, but I want big pieces, right? So I'm going to cut them down because these are Yukon Gold potatoes. I'm not peeling the skin. You can peel the skin if you want to, okay? I'll show you all what your onions will look like as they're sauteing in these 3 sticks of butter. If they're looking like this, you're moving in the right direction. Let's go ahead and take our corn pieces, put it into some water, and set it to boil. It does not take long for your fresh corn on the cob to cook. Just cook it until it's just tender. Don't get it too much. Corn on the cob cooks. This is the perfect time to cut you up some potatoes. If you can find those little tiny potatoes that are round and they look like this, you could just do those whole if you want to. But I have these kind around the house. I'm just going to boil them just like this. This is the perfect size. Potatoes are in the pan. Let's cook them until they're nice and fork tender. But don't cook them too long. You don't want them to turn into mush. Go ahead and make up some chicken broth by adding chicken bouillon powder to water, and then you have broth. Okay, so let's mix those two together, but if you have broth around the house, that's fine. You're going to use that. 2 cups is what's needed. Here comes the fun part. We're getting ready to make this egg boil sauce that is the boss, and you're going to use the same sauce if you're making a seafood boil as well. So this is what our onions are looking like. They're looking amazing. The whole house smells great with these spices that we're using. We're using 2 tablespoons of every spice, okay? So I'm using 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of onion powder, 2 tablespoons of paprika. This is not smoked paprika, and I can't stress that enough. Don't use smoked, okay? We're gonna go right in with some parsley flakes, really just a tiny bit. It makes everything gorgeous, right? We're gonna do some pepper, and you know, we're not using 2 tablespoons of pepper, right? Just get you some in there. But the Cajun seasoning, we'll use just 1 tablespoon, okay? All right, gorgeous, and this is what it's gonna look like. Can everybody see that? Perfect. Okay, we'll use just about a teaspoon of the chicken bouillon for our salt, okay? We're gonna take half of a lemon and squeeze the juice into our mixture here. This is a little bit less than half of a lemon, but you get the gist. Just get you some lemon juice in there. I'm gonna put my hand here to catch any seeds that may fall, but my fingers are open just enough so that lemon juice can get through without those seeds falling in. Perfect. And now we're gonna put in, let's go ahead and put that 2 cups of your chicken broth right in. Oh my goodness. And then we're gonna put some hot sauce. How much? Just however much you want. Not enough to make it super hot, but enough to taste that little bit of spice in the back of the palate. Let's mix. Y'all to look inside of this pan to see what the sauce is going to look like. All of those spices combine together and make this lovely color that I absolutely love. We're getting ready to put our sugar in. And when we put our sugar in, I want you to start off with a half a cup first, and then you taste it. If you feel like it needs more sugar, then you put more sugar, okay? I always do that, okay? And then I keep adding. Sometimes it's a cup for me. Sometimes it's a little over a half a cup. Let's go ahead. Let's do this. I'm going to start off with that half a cup, okay? I'm going to give it a nice stir around, and then we're going to taste it just like I told you. Look at it, y'all. It tastes so good. But I do feel like it needs a little bit more, so I'm going to put some more in. Not all of it. But I'm going to, taste it again and see what we're looking like. This is the best butter sauce you have ever tasted. When I tell you it's so easy, the flavor is astonishing, y'all. So let's see. One more time. We'll do this together. Perfection. Go ahead and get some eggs peeled, just like so. Oh, it's peeling really well for me. Sometimes, you should be familiar. Sometimes I have those eggs that just don't peel, and I like mess up the whole egg. Gorgeous. As soon as they stop boiling, I turned around, I put them up under the sink in some cold water, and I cracked them just a little bit to get some cold water inside of them. Looks like I'm moving in the right direction. We're not going to jack these eggs up this time. Potatoes are almost done cooking. All right, so now let me show you everything we have. We got our eggs. We have our corn on the cob. We got our lovely sausage. I sliced up some lemon slices for those that want to sprinkle a little bit of lemon on the recipe. Now, let's just say you do want to put some seafood in here. I would do that after your potatoes are done. Potatoes only take like between 20 and 25 minutes to get nice and fork tender. So if you want to do like some mussels, they do not take long to cook. Okay, you can boil them in the same water or broth that you boil your shrimp in or your crab legs. Throw that all in last and you're good to go. Time to rock and roll. Our potatoes are done. They're not mushy. Go ahead and add all your ingredients right in. Make sure you don't splash yourself because this butter sauce is super hot. Oh my goodness, look at that. Put your desired amount of eggs right in. Oh yeah. And don't forget those sausages. We're gonna bring everything back up to temperature because we're gonna keep this butter sauce still kind of simmering. And so, you know, because the sausages by now, they have cooled down, you know. Look at this. Make you some Gina Young style. You're gonna love it. Look at this. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, what you waiting on? Tell your family and friends, tell the world what Gina's doing every single day in this kitchen. Heavenly Father, once again, we thank you for this meal, your hedge of protection, and your love. Amen. Who's ready to taste? You're ready to taste. I'm getting ready to go in. Now, when I make my plate and when you make your family's plate, make sure you give them a lot of sauce because they're going to be dragging all these ingredients through the sauce, okay? I just got a plate here. But we are going to dip it. Look at that. This is like liquid gold love. You hear me? Okay, watch this. Oh. Are you kidding me? The sausage is spectacular. And now the potato. I'm going to taste a little bit of everything for you. Oh, those onions. Oh, are you kidding me? I want that too. Everything's so hot, y'all. You are going to love this.